am a native Memphian. Guess what, guys? I've been here 50, okay, it's 58 now. I will confess, it's 58 years I've been here. I'm a small business owner, and I am a leader in this community for conservative values. I got involved in politics as a result of serving on President George W. Bush's campaign. And then I was so persistent, and I kept approaching him because I was concerned about jobs, that he put me on his President Club.
Wow.
And so I began to travel from Memphis to Washington, approximately 4 times a year, in order to let him know that we had some concerns here in Memphis. Those concerns were important to me, and I wanted you guys to hear them. And the reason for that was this. We had senators, we had U.S. representatives who were saying, I understand what's going on with your business, and we do not have the intelligent people in the United States to be able to provide you with the service, so therefore, take your business off shore. And I knew, as a result of my interaction with very highly skilled, intelligent people in Memphis, that they were there, but they were not being recognized. I have been considered and categorized as an activist. I've been fighting for jobs, and I will continue to fight for jobs and continue to fight for businesses to grow. I've worked as a volunteer on the Victory 2000 campaign to elect Senator Lamar Alexander, and Fred Thomas passed him the torch. So I've been involved in this political arena for a number of years. I'm a graduate of Christian Brothers University, and I started my career at FedEx, working my way up to middle management, and in 2000 I left FedEx, and then I ventured out on my own as a business person. And hear this, business people, because economically you may be impacted the same way. As I was starting my business, and most people know that you typically, unless you're born with a silver spoon in your mouth, you've got to get a loan. Well, I wasn't able to secure a loan. I had to deal with a lot of government red tape. And so ultimately, as I was working on my business, I lost my home. I lost all material things that I thought were important to me. I didn't lose my mind, and I didn't lose my ability to be able to work for what I wanted. And so I moved out of my house because I lost my home to the bank. I lived in my car for a short period of time. And then I continued to keep my clothes in the car because I never knew where I was going to sleep on a nightly basis. Ultimately, my son moved back to Memphis, and we moved into a house with no furniture. And I slept on the floor with a nice blanket and a pillow. And that's all I had. But that was okay because I continued to work to grow my business in spite of government obstacles that were placed in my way, because I knew that if I quit, I was a quitter. But if I continued, I had a chance to succeed. It's only when you continue that you can succeed. But you know what? My future is not dictated by my past. And something else, my future is a nest of possibilities.
Yes.
The government cannot stop me. They cannot stop me. Now, after the November 10 election loss, and many of you are aware that I lost this last election. That was my first run. I began to contemplate my next move. And 2 days after the election, I went to Barnes Noble, and I met former Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice.
Yay.
And Condoleezza Rice said, after I explained to her that I admired her and I looked up to her, I said, I'm not sure what my next move is. And she said, do it again. Do not give up.
Right.
So,
Never.
here I am. Here I am in this
Yay.
fight. And it is a fight. But it is a fight that will yield victories.
Yes. Woo!
Now, granted, it's going to be an uphill battle. And there is a lot of work to be done. But the fight's going to be worth it, and the rewards will be worth it. Take, for instance, jobs. The current administration, this administration has presided over the loss of 2.2